Alright, and since some of y'all complained about this last time, let's see if we can... Oh, magic, there we go. Okay, so, didn't do a video yesterday. I had a lot going on, things moving, shaking. So, as you probably saw if you were on Facebook yesterday, our offer for the house was accepted, so we are now under contract. That's pretty exciting stuff. You know, also a little scary, but exciting. So this morning, we went and dropped off the escrow check. And a lot of people, you know, kind of wonder what escrow actually does. And basically, that's just a good faith money deposit by the buyer, which would be us. Abby and myself. So it's a good faith deposit basically to show that we are serious about purchasing the property. Those funds are used depending upon how the contract goes. If the deal falls apart and, well, okay, so the basics are if the deal falls apart and it's my fault and we are in breach of contract, then those funds would go to the seller. But in the contract there are details on like inspection dates and all that stuff that give you an out. Like if the inspection doesn't come back right, or the appraisal doesn't come back right, or you're unable to obtain financing, that escrow money goes back to the buyer. So anyway, so that's the deal with escrow. What else do we have? Yep, so the other interesting thing about the contract, so you know, you write up a contract, you put some numbers on there, you know, you sign your name on there and you send it off. So the contract is not actually live. It's not an executed contract until both parties have signed. So that's the buyer, all the buyers and all the sellers have signed the document, and the contract is delivered to all parties involved. And then once it's delivered to all parties involved, then that's an executed contract. And then it also states on there the effective date, which is where all of the inspection periods and all that stuff is calculated off of, is the day after the contract is executed. So what happened yesterday was we had it signed, we sent it to the seller signed it, and then it was delivered back to us. Now, like, we don't have to acknowledge that it's delivered, and the seller doesn't as well. Just if it's delivered, you know, into a mailbox or an email box, then that is considered delivered. Yeah, so yesterday was our contract execution date, and today is our effective date. And like I said, we went and wrote a check for our escrow, and yeah, it's exciting. Other than that, I do have a new episode of, very loud fire truck going by. We do have a episode of our podcast, Great Things Tampa Bay, with both myself and my lovely wife. Hey Marie, how's it going? Just you know, updating everybody on what's been happening. But yeah, so the new episode of the Great Things Tampa Bay podcast will be coming out in the next couple days, and I actually was able to convince Abby to come on with me, so that should be pretty entertaining. Oh, man. Sorry, the fire truck just about ran over that Mercedes. Yeah, so stay tuned for that podcast. Should be pretty good. We went over quite a bit of good stuff, and had some fun. Those of you that have been around us know that we have a good bit of banter back and forth, so definitely worth a listen. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and if you have any questions or anything about contracts, real estates, etc., podcasts, maybe you want to know how to do a podcast, feel free, just do the contacts below. If you want to link to the actual podcast, it should be maybe that way. I think that's where my profile is, might be over there, but anyway, there's a link to Great Things Tampa Bay there. You can click on that, and we're up to 8 episodes now, so give it a listen. We talk about a lot of good stuff. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and talk to y'all later.